Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a big time hitter, apparently a big time sleeper as well. For whatever reason, people seem to be letting this shoe fly under the radar. But before we get into that, if you have been rocking with me so far, thank you. I really appreciate all the subscribers and the comments and the interaction I have going on down there. If you're not rocking with me, however, go ahead and feel free, or just please do it. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a chance to show you how many bangers I'm gonna bring, video wise and sneaker wise. Everything I'm doing around here is just getting better, progressing and going upwards, forwards, and keeping a momentum. 2021 has got to be a better year than this past one that we've been dealing with. So everything that I'm looking to do is just all about upwards. And if you like that, if you're rocking with that idea overall, please go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and let me know what you think about this video. Getting right into the shoes, however, I don't know what the deal is, but I know that as soon as I saw them, I had to get them. I saw them around the beginning of October. I didn't know if they were going to be real. I didn't know if they were going to release at all. I didn't know if they were going to be a myth, a legend, a beast, a historical story, monument. I didn't know what was going to happen with these, but I knew that I had to do anything and everything in my power to get my hands on them, and that's exactly what I did. As soon as I realized that they weren't coming out in the States anytime soon, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on GOAT. I paid a really solid price that I actually have no problem paying at all. I paid about $270 after shipping and everything from my size 11. To me, that's a great price. I was mentally preparing myself to pay about $500. So to pay basically half of that, I mean, I'm really excited about that. I'm happy about that. I've even mowed over the potential idea of getting a second pair just to kind of sit on them, because at the end of the day, like I said, I have no idea if we're even going to get a release in the States. I don't know why we wouldn't get a release in the United States. It seems to make sense that that's where the movie came from and that's where it would be represented, but apparently not, because these things have not made it to our side of the pond just yet. Getting into the material of the shoe, I don't know how much you can really tell on this camera, but picking it up, most of the material, the majority of the upper, is composed out of a really rough burlap, almost potato sackish kind of material. All in all, I mean, it's really plush. The inside is basically feels to me like the inside of a hoodie pocket or something like that. I mean, the materials just feel way different and of a completely, not to be cliche, but they are kind of cut from a different cloth as far as Air Maxes go. I haven't seen this kind of quality on an Air Max in a long time. So I mean, this thing right here, it definitely goes in pretty hard. I mean, starting at the bottom, go ahead and start at the bottom. It's got Nike Air and a lot of blood splatter going on. The whole thing of this shoe is just that carnage style, blood, cut 'em up, Halloween style, spooky boy. I mean, these things, I gotta be honest, I need to probably chill out because I'm entirely too excited about these shoes. I mean, I just can't believe that they got here so fast. I ordered these last Thursday, and 7 days on the dot, these things are at the doorstep. So I just really can't believe that even happened. I don't know how they got here so fast. I'm really impressed with the entire process. I mean, everything about it pretty much just, I gotta be real, pretty much just makes me happy. I mean, I paid a price that I want. Like I said, they got here on time. They didn't get lost in the mail. You know, we didn't have to count them late or anything like that. So here they are, and then we're just gonna keep it moving with these shoes. I don't know how many of you are like me, but I really enjoy going back in time and watching old movies, old horror movies especially, because they get so corny and so cheesy. But a lot of them, if you pay attention, have actors and producers and directors that kind of get themselves taken way up the ladder eventually. The first Freddy Krueger movie, Nightmare on Elm Street, actually had a super young Johnny Depp. I mean, that dude looked like he was about 12 in that movie. I came out in the 80s. I wasn't even born yet, but these things they're just such an amazing representation of that movie as a whole. I mean, the blood splatter all over, the Freddy Krueger sweater, pattern, colors, everything, the whole thing. I mean, it's just nuts. And the level of detail in this shoe overall, like I mentioned, it does have a lot of blood splatter. It's got blood splatter right down the middle of the lacing, and it's got blood splatter on the back heel. And then it also has a special Nike insole with blood dripping from the Nike check itself, which is fire. Speaking of Nike check, I never realized it until a few days ago, but I was watching another YouTuber, Mike Rich, and he mentioned that in the South they say Nike check, and then in other places they say swoosh. I never noticed that myself until he said it, but I've been saying Nike check my entire life. I think my dad said Nike check, and my grandparents and whoever else was taking me shopping, they said Nike check, so it just kind of got passed down through the lineage apparently, and I never realized that it was a southern slang or a southern characteristic or whatever. So if you're from somewhere else and you call this symbol right here for Nike something other than Nike check or Nike swoosh, go ahead and let me know all about that down in the comment section, because I'm really anxious and interested actually to hear what other people call that, because I never realized that I called it a check and that other people call it a swoosh. I don't know, I guess I thought check was how everyone referred to it as, but apparently that's a southern thing. And yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. Not to go on a tangent, but if you take a look at the box label here, you can tell that there's no USDA price tag, no MSRP, manufacturer suggested retail sticker that you get on American releases. Well, because plain and simple, it didn't come out in America, like I said. So I guess stay tuned to see if we ever get another release of these stateside. But in the meantime, I would maybe suggest picking up a pair of these just on the off chance that we don't see them, and then you can't feel like you missed out or whatever. But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. I appreciate you checking out this video. Stay tuned for more. I got more stuff going on, more things coming on the way. I do have a secondary basketball channel. I've been throwing some stuff up there, so if you want to see how trash I am at hooping, go ahead and check that out. Link will be in the description. Stay tuned all the way to the end. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but at the end of these videos I usually do like a little skit or a kind of joke video just to mix it up a little bit. I do like to throw in some comedy in there. It's hard to portray myself accurately on the camera because it just gets a little nerve-wracking, whatever, but with the comedy stuff I feel a little more at ease. So do me a favor, go ahead and watch to the end of all of my videos, because I do try to mix it up, keep it a little casual and a little silly maybe. So thank you for watching again, and I hope everyone has a good week. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys next time. On this street, it's fucking haunted.